I started this YouTube channel almost 5 years ago, and it's pretty much what you see on the screen: to track the charts, to track technical analysis and price. And like many of you, that's really what drew me to crypto. It's just the opportunity. It's the investment opportunity to provide for my family, to invest in our future. And crypto, it just really intrigued me from that regard. I think like so many of you. Now, what's so cool about this is over the last 5 years, I've learned a lot about what I'm investing in. I've learned a lot about the technology. And a big part of my crypto journey took me to Cardano as one of those investments. And Cardano, we've been tracking on this YouTube channel the growth of the technology. As we're obviously very enthusiastic about our investments in ADA, it has been insanely cool to watch the growth of the fundamentals behind what is Cardano and the blockchain. And you know the story that we've tracked so far. And I think we're still at the beginning stages. It's Shelley hard fork, the introduction of Cardano's staking mechanism, which is the best in the world. It's Mary hard fork and the introduction of the multi-asset ledger. Alonzo, introduction of smart contracts. And here we are with Vasil coming up this week, days away as I do this video, the biggest upgrade of Cardano. And things are getting really, really exciting for this blockchain in the middle of this bear market. And I don't think the timing could be any better. Cardano's Vasil upgrade is ready for takeoff. It's been initiated, says Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson did a video in a September 18 broadcast. Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson revealed that the Vasil hard fork implementation is now in its final stage after the hard fork combinator request was accepted. Hoskinson continued that the automated process of implementing the Vasil upgrade has started, adding that we're all going to sit back and watch the Vasil rocket take off. It's in the air right now. There's no going back now. It's been initiated. This goes on. Meanwhile, the Vasil upgrade is the most ambitious Cardano upgrade. It is designed to drastically improve the network scalability by increasing throughput, script efficiency, and reducing latency in block transition. Cardano is getting an upgrade, everybody, and it's a big one. This is going to allow Cardano to scale, and we talk about it all the time, that trilemma, the issue in blockchain, which is decentralization, security, and scalability. Cardano is already working so hard to solve all of these things, and this Vasil upgrade is such a big deal in that story. We talk about it all the time, and it's happening days away. And you're going to see this a lot. Cardano's price performs poorly. Cardano's ADA price performance has been poor within the last 7 days, according to data from CoinGecko. I really want to say this. Crypto is performing poorly. And we even just saw Ethereum in the merge that just happened. Ethereum's biggest change that it's seen in its own history. And you saw what Ethereum price did. These events, though extremely meaningful and large from a fundamental perspective, from a price perspective, when crypto markets, this very early stage space, and we've been talking about this, when they're impacted and they're really moving based on traditional markets and equity markets and the rising interest rates and inflation issues, when this early stage space is impacted by those things and influenced by those things, these huge fundamental milestones that the technologies are getting, they're not going to have this immediate drastic effect. I don't think that's the point. I think what we need to focus on is the long-term effect that these things have, the meaning behind the foundation that's being laid in terms of Cardano's scalability upgrade that's happening. This is preparing Cardano in the middle of this bear market for that next phase of growth. If you want to enjoy ADA in the next bull market, having a scalability upgrade like this that's found in Vasil is huge and is such a good opportunity, I would say, for investors. So, and this really just sets up the growth of Cardano. And as we kind of talk about this and a potential earthquake coming to crypto and Cardano in particular, I want to just give a shout out to Genius Yield and GeniusX for sponsoring this video. And I have a quick clip for you. GeniusX, the accelerator program built on Cardano and backed by Genius Yield, has stepped up their game even more. As many of you know, the initial stake pool offering, or ISPO, has been the go-to funding method for a lot of new projects building on Cardano. It's safe, effective, and doesn't require anyone to hand over their assets to support their favorite projects. It's non-custodial, and you can enter or leave at any time. In return for delegating your ADA to an ISPO, you'll receive a certain amount of the token of the project you're delegating to. Well, GeniusX has now innovated this already innovative tech by introducing the world's first multi-token ISPO. This means that delegators will get the tokens of 5 projects by delegating their ADA to the GeniusX multi-token ISPO. It's a great opportunity for those in the Cardano community to receive tokens from multiple projects that are backed by GeniusX and building on Cardano in the Cardano ecosystem. The ISPO will last for around 4 months. And in addition to all of this, GeniusX also just announced a bonus reward program on top of the ISPO and a Galaxy NFT ISPO lottery. Genius Yield and GeniusX are continuing to impress the Cardano community, so be sure to follow them on Twitter and use the links below to learn more about all of the recent developments we just talked about. Thanks, Dan. So definitely shout out to GeniusX. They're one of the coolest startups in Cardano, and they're empowering Cardano startups. So when we're looking at the growth of Cardano blockchain, and we're looking at all of this value entering the blockchain itself and entering the ecosystem, GeniusX is just doing so much cool work and supporting startups, supporting the growth of the ecosystem. Insanely cool, talented team behind GeniusX. So please check them out in the links below. That earthquake of growth coming to crypto. And again, the point of this, Cardano, I think, positioned so well for this. One domino falls, crypto braced for a $10 trillion earthquake as the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Solana, and Cardano Dogecoin swing. So obviously a huge list there, but let's set some context. Let's set the tone. Top 10 cryptocurrencies lost ground as regulators circle the crypto market. We know everything that's happening with regulators and the regulation talking points and narratives that are floating around. I think we have to keep in mind constantly, I can't say this enough, traditional markets and equity markets, this bear market that they're in, this environment from an economic perspective that the world is in right now, that is what is drastically impacting crypto prices. So I just want to set that as, that's my opinion. I just think that's the most important thing happening in terms of prices. When you see just different narratives about what's moving prices, I think that's what it is. It's very simple. It really is. But when things turn around, crypto markets, I think, are positioned so well for a really nice bull market when it happens in that next cycle. After the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, open the floodgates for institutions to access Bitcoin, reports have emerged that investment giant Fidelity is weighing offering Bitcoin trading services to its 34.4 million retail investor base. Check this out. Fidelity Investments, which boasts $9.9 trillion in assets under administration as of June this year and began mining Bitcoin as far back as 2015, is considering opening up the Bitcoin and crypto market to its 34.4 million brokerage accounts. It was reported by the Wall Street Journal this week. I want to just say this. In context to Cardano, this is huge for Cardano because when we have all of this money entering the space eventually, and there's no guarantees obviously, but I think there will be trillions of dollars entering the space sooner than many might realize. Cardano, with its staking mechanism, with its multi-asset ledger, with now the Vasil hard fork and what's happening with scalability, and just developers being able to build on Cardano within the ecosystem, Cardano's positioned so well. We just saw the Ethereum merge take place, and now people are really starting to actually compare Ethereum staking and Cardano staking. And it's very clear, just the data, no opinions. Cardano is staking coming out on top by leaps and bounds. Ethereum just getting started in trying to solve issues that Cardano has already solved years ago. And that's a really, really big deal. After one domino falls, the rest will come. This is exactly the type of confirmation that asset managers need to enter the crypto space themselves. Marcus, an analyst at London-based digital asset broker Global Block, said in email comments, adding, the move shows Fidelity's belief in Bitcoin's longevity. And that's the point. They're big money. Obviously, they're very much into Bitcoin and the future of Bitcoin. But you have to realize, as that money's pouring in, they're realizing and understanding and beginning to see other blockchains. And Cardano is one of them. Cardano, in my view, set and ready to outperform the crypto market going into the next cycle and beyond. So those are my thoughts, everybody. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you for watching. Hit that like button on the way out. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.